Hello everyone, Chief Meteorologist Brian Hale. While we continue to cook with a very hot forecast, anywhere from 93 to 103 across much of the Rio Grande Valley, well, the tropical forecast is going to continue to become more intense each day. We have Harvey, or what's left of it, continuing to move west there on the left side of the screen, crossed and into the southernmost part of Mexico. And in the center of the screen, we have the low of interest. We'll talk about that here in just a second. And the low off the coast of Africa, that one could develop into something further down the road. Harvey, or what's left of it, will continue marching to the west across southernmost Mexico, just skirting the southernmost portion of the Bay of Campeche. Too far south to push energy and moisture this far north. So Harvey's a scratch for the Rio Grande Valley. Shame, too. We could have used a little rain. Now, the one that was in the middle of the screen, that area of low pressure, that is a potential biggie. This is not an official hurricane track. What this is a grouping of computer forecast models, and a little common sense and some good meteorology put together this theory that this storm could very well blow up into something fairly significant, into a major hurricane, in fact, and as well it could track this general direction between New Orleans and South Carolina. Now, everyone along the Gulf of Mexico coast and the Atlantic coast needs to be eyeing up this storm because, again, this is only a theory and it's a long ways out. So this could change radically one way or another. But it's a good idea or an indicator of what might be with this storm. As you can see, it becomes a tropical storm around the Windward Islands and then makes its way west toward Dominican Republic early in the week. This is all for next week. And then toward Cuba as a Category 1 hurricane Wednesday through Friday. And then spitting back out west of Marathon Key Friday to Saturday, and that's the following weekend now. And then on up toward Apalachicola, Pensacola, Mobile, on up toward that part of Florida and Alabama as a Category 3 hurricane by the next weekend. So 7 days out, plus this storm could be a major hurricane, or it might just be torn apart or venture further west or further east. But again, the evidence is indicating that this is a probable solution. So we all need to keep an eye on it. If it goes into the eastern Gulf of Mexico, why, it would dump a lot of rain toward Florida and Georgia and Alabama, Cuba. But for us, we would be on the far west side and receive sinking air, hot, dry air. Oh boy. It would turn our forecast to a furnace, basically, and that's exactly how the 7-day forecast pans out, with temperatures way over 100 degrees moving on into the middle to the latter part of next week, and that's true, at least becoming very hot, even for the lower valley, 97 to 99 degrees. So again, it's not set in stone, but it is a good indicator of what might be with that storm, so we'll keep an eye on it. That's a look at your 24/7 forecast.